Sampayetia. Obanyan Safuso Bundia one kana sam. They mafu to some kakrewa supreme.
Welcome back to another exciting family week in Ghana. So this is the first time seeing me on this channel. My name is Charles Entry. I'm a tax consultant and I'm passionate about family. And here on this channel we talk about family in Ghana. So today specifically I'm at Tema. The exact location in Tema is what I really don't know, but I'll find out. But I'm in Tema. We're here to look at Catfish farming. We're here to visit the farm of Mr. Ivan for him to at least have a chat with him to know how he started, how he got into the business. So you out there can be motivated to get involved in it. So as you can see, where I'm standing, this is a setup of a catfish farm. Inside the ponds are where the catfishes are. You have a conversation with him and look at the entire setup that he has. So before we get into the video, kindly hit on the red button to subscribe, put your notification on to get regular updates as and when I drop a video. And please drop a thumbs up onto the video. Alright, let's get right into the video. Okay, so I'm here with Mr. Ivan. We're here to look at his catfish farm. So please, can you introduce yourself to my viewers?
Yeah, my name is Ivan Brown.
Ivan Brown.
Yeah, I'm a clearing agent.
Clearing agent. Oh, nice.
Yes, so I do this as a time or a side job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my viewers who have things for you to clear, you can help them clear them.
At the port, yeah,
yes.
No problem.
Okay. So you will talk about that separately.
Yeah.
But today I have to look at catfish.
Yeah.
I came and see your setup. I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
So would I say, is it that you had a background in agric that made you start catfish, or what got you into it?
I don't have a background in agric, but as a young guy, or I don't know how to put it, but you have to like to do something about agric actually, because people are eating every time and you just can't sit down and just be there. You just have to do something, even if it's fish farm or other type of farming, greenhouse. You can venture into any other one. I mean,
Okay.
you have to do something. You just have to depend on your salary or your main job you're doing. You have to do something attaching to what you're doing at, where you are working at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, how long have you started
Over a year.
over here? So like last year, you began last year.
No, last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So is it normally people want to start, but they don't know how to go about it? Or
Okay, actually, you see, you can do the tarpaulin or the concrete pond.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about putting a tarpaulin pond here too. Yeah, after we did this one. So
Okay.
yeah, so you just have to find quite some money to get the tarpaulin. Sometimes they sell it around 2,000 Ghana cedi.
Yeah,
For that one, the one that can take like 1,000.
Okay.
So you get that one, then you get a reservoir where you can store. You see, if you want to use the pipe water, you can't use it directly
Yeah.
when they are little. But when they are
As you
growing
get
like
like-
this, it's no problem. But when they are little, you use the pipe water. The chlorine in it will kill them.
Okay.
So you don't have to use pipe water straight to them. So you get a tarpaulin, you get a polytank to store the water for like 2-3 days before you release it every 2 days.
Yeah.
Because 2 days their water will, because of the excretion, their water will be dirty and smelly, so you have to change it every time. Other than that, they will be dying because of the pollution.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the case, you use the concrete one.
It's the same procedure.
Same procedure. So like, how much do you say? Because some people watching on to start, they don't know how much you can start. For example, with the concrete, if you are giving an estimate, how much do you say you started with?
The concrete, it might cost you around 3,000, 4,000. Okay, depending.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it might cost you around 3,000, 4,000.
So like building the concrete, or
you have to, you have to get they do the foundation, then they raise it to a level.
Okay.
They raise it to a level, maybe this high or something. That can take like 1,000 fishes, catfish. You understand? So you raise it to a level, and then you get a tank that you put in the water, or you can do a borehole if the place. You see, borehole too, sometimes there are certain minerals in it.
Yeah.
Depending on the area. So to me, I would have done what I'm saying. Like you buy a reservoir, a tank, and then so let's say you do the plan, the concrete's like 3,000-4,000. You get a tank like 2,000, 6,000, 7,000.
Okay. So the perspective you are coming from is, let's say someone wants to go in on a large scale.
The 1,000 fishes.
Yes,
it's not really large.
So let's say
large, but no.
Okay, when you started yours,
Mine was
how
like
many fingerlings?
1,500, 2,000.
Oh, okay. So you started like straight
Yeah.
like that. Then how the mortality rate wasn't that?
You see, when they are small, one other thing is when you are starting the fish farm, you don't have to start with you don't have to start with fingerlings. You have to start with post-juveniles.
Okay.
You see, we have fingerlings, post-fingerlings, juveniles, and post-juveniles.
Okay.
So the post-juveniles, they are a bit grown.
So like how many weeks or months?
Most of that 2 months, 3 months.
Okay.
2 months, 3 months. But if you buy the little ones, they'll die. Because sometimes they're overcrowded, pollution of the water. Maybe the water, they don't like stress, heat, so many factors. So when you're a beginner, you don't have to start with the small ones. No, you waste money.
Okay. No, that's a new thing.
That's the truth. That's what I went through.
Okay. So when you began initially,
Yeah, I had
there
headaches.
Wow.
Yeah,
but I think it's all part of the learning process.
People don't say. You see, sometimes when you know something, you just have to let them know.
Yeah.
This is it. When you make this mistake, if the person had told me earlier, I would have known what to do. I wouldn't have bought it at that age, you know. But he gave me very tiny, like they were like this.
They're like the one you show, like I.
Yeah, like they're like that.
Okay.
You understand? They are like this. It wouldn't help you in any way because they are gonna die. So many of them will die.
So like the post-juvenile one, how much?
Post-juvenile, some sell it to 2 cedi 50 pesos.
Oh, okay. Because the juveniles, I know they're like 1 cedi.
Yeah, the fingerlings, 50, 70 pesos, 1 cedi, 1 cedi 50 pesos, 2 cedi. It goes like that.
So at least it's good you start with the post-juvenile.
Yeah, you have to start with some of the mature, already maturing, you know, because you don't have to go down to, so like let's say a human being, you have to go to the teenagers. You don't have to go with the babies.
Okay.
Some maybe GSS. Like if I put it in a school perspective, like someone will buy crutch, me I'll buy GSS.
You buy GSS. Okay. But the person might see or the GSS will be a bit expensive to buy, especially for a starter.
Okay, so yeah, if you want, see, you have to calculate. If I buy this and I don't take care, maybe I'll spend a lot of money and I'll buy a lot of fingerlings, but you get smaller quantities at the end.
Yeah.
Yes. But when you buy the post-juvenile, you know, they are already strong, so the damage wouldn't be much. So you have to always be looking at how you are cutting. You're making progress with what you're doing. You don't have to always be making losses. When you die, it's sad. You know, you can see 300 can die a day if you don't take care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you will come to that. So I want to know, when you decided to go into, like, is it that someone told you about Catfish, or how did you get into it?
I watch a lot of videos online. I like agric. I like business.
Okay.
I'll put it like that. I like business. So when I got to see Chemaung Smith's video.
Yeah, the one he had a swimming pool.
Yeah, the swimming pool.
Yeah.
I was like, really? You know? Because I already like that. But at that time, we already done the fish pond.
Okay. So I wanted to even ask. So is it like when you're building it, you just did it?
It was there.
Okay, so just like for decoration purpose, kind
Yeah,
of.
we wanted to do a fish pond. So I was like, why don't we put the catfish in it?
Okay.
Yeah. So we did, but that time there were no tiles in it, so we then took the tiles and then we did everything.
Okay. So is it Chemaung to this video was
Motivated me, but I already liked that grip. I was like, I'm not the type. I like something that you do yourself that brings money.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe after this one, we want to do a bigger farm around Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do that one.
Yeah. So will you say catfish farming is profitable?
Yeah, I'll say if you have a correct business plan.
Correct business plan.
See, people always want to. People don't think outside the box.
Okay.
You see, Nigerians, they like this fish.
Yeah, it's a being the lookers.
Yeah, and there are a lot of Nigerians outside the country.
Yeah.
Okay. So my plan was, I wasn't planning to sell it here. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
My plan was because I'm in the field of import export. I was like, okay, why don't we smoke it, package it nicely, and then we ship it out. You understand? Because I already had someone who was there to receive it and sell it in their church and stuff.
Okay.
The person called me. Okay, she's my classmate. She was my classmate here when she went here. So that's how you do it. You don't have to always. But when you do it like that, you export like that, you make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But when you say you're going to sit here and then you sell it to people who come and buy in your house, you're not going to make money unless you go to the market and talk to the people who sell the dry fish, and then let them know you have fish you want to dry and bring it to them to sell. Yeah. You can go on a business plan with them. That okay, I give it to you, you pay me this money, or I give it to you, 2 weeks, you pay me, something like that, so that to be steady. That's what I observed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because initially I was telling you, most people complain they have catfish, but the marketing is the problem. They don't have people to purchase it and stuff.
So I think for me, what I've thought of is, you see, when you start it and then they are growing, they go to a certain stage.
Yeah.
That is, when you see the size of them and the size is still in the market, you then smoke it at that size. You don't have to let them go big like
that huge. Okay.
2 kilo, 1 kilo, no. You know, so when you have it at that small, medium size, you can take the fish to someone who smokes it. You smoke it, you don't give it to the market.
Okay.
If I say about someone going to catch, because at that stage that I'm talking about, you don't spend a lot of money on feed.
Yeah.
You understand? Because feed is the main cost in the production. So feed and then the water and all this. So when you smoke them at that stage, I think that's the best way to go. You get to the market before.
So you don't really wait for them to be like 1 kg.
You spend a lot of money and then they won't come and buy. Even if they come and buy,
they'll cheat you on the price.
They'll say, "Oh, I buy it at this price," and I'm gone.
Yeah, I think the market women are doing like road damage because most people complain. Yeah. They'll come and they take even their price to you.
You see the sense in what I'm saying.
I get it.
Yeah.
I really get you. Okay. So let's say, what if there are other farmers watching us who would like to also sell theirs or help with exportation? Would you be able to access products?
It's not a problem. You just have to find a way to do it. There's always a way. There's always a way.
So when you were speaking, I wanted to ask, so is it that when you smoke it, you get better price than when you're in the raw state?
Everything done at the last chain is more profitable. Like cocoa, when you sell the seeds, you don't buy and make chocolate, you make money. So you have to get the end product. You have to finish with it. You have to sell it raw. Yeah, if you can't even send a fresh fish to US. They won't accept it.
Okay.
You understand? So you have to smoke it really dry. And mistakes people do when they even smoking it, they leave they don't remove the gut, and then it damages the fish quickly. So you do it well, you remove everything, and you wash it, you smoke it, you package it, and you ship it.
Okay. I believe most people will be watching us that they might even want some of their fishes smoked because people have a lot of fishes but they don't get markets for them.
Because they are not thinking outside the box. Or maybe they don't have the connections. You see, someone who might be thinking of it, but they don't know who to talk to.
Yeah. I think you have a point.
Yeah.
You have a point. So, starting the catfish, so let's say over 2 years or a year and a half, would you say it's fulfilling?
That's what I'm saying, that when you start something, I don't know, Elon Musk made mistakes with his company.
Exactly.
He sat down and he thought to, okay, let me do that. And then it worked for him. Okay, me starting this, then I made mistakes. Way from the time I told you the small
one they died.
up to the time I wanted to send smoke it and all that. Even the smoking, I had issue there.
Yeah,
the woman who was smoking burnt most of the fish.
Oh.
You see, so there are lessons that I learned that is making me come to the conclusion that I'm getting to. So when you say it's fulfilling, I'll say if you don't make mistakes, you'll be fulfilling. And when you make mistakes, you have to learn on it and don't give up, and then you think about how you're going to make it work.
Yeah. But I think everything when you begin, because we're supposed to start like this, you don't have much knowledge about it.
Yeah, it's like you're paying school fees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how I say it. When you are learning something or you are doing something, you have to pay school fees on it.
Okay.
You go to school. Yeah, it will teach you.
So your advice people should get prior knowledge, enough knowledge on it before they start.
Of course, you have to see someone who already knows. Okay, let's say I pass here every time and I fall down.
Yeah.
But if you are my friend, I'll tell you if you pass here when you fall down.
Mm-hmm.
But if you two you don't know, you go and pass here, you fall down. So you have to, when you are doing something, you have to seek. Don't seek someone who is also starting. Seek someone who already has the knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And someone who is willing to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Someone might not tell you.
Yeah, most people will not
They
tell
feel
you
like
the truth.
bring money and let me help you. I mean, those things I don't do. You understand?
Yeah. Okay. So we'll draw the curtains to the video real quick. But if there is any advice you have for, let's say, the youth, because the unemployment situation is quite alarming. And if there's any advice you would give to the youth, what would it be?
Me, I think agric is something that you can never do without. Someone will have to plan for you. Someone will have to wear something for you to eat. So me, I think to me alone, you don't have to depend on what you are doing. Just that, no. Try and do something else. After now, I'm planning on doing greenhouse. Maybe tomato, lettuce or something.
Yeah.
Just do something. You understand? But if you are concentrating on the work that you are doing, you are depending on only the salary. So what happens if you lose the job or something happens to you that you can't go to work or whatever? You understand? So sometimes you have to do certain things that can bring you money, like you do this, you do that, you do this, you do that. And then people take care of it, you follow. And you do your own work to help. So me, the advice I'll give is, let's all try to do something. Yes, try and do something to attach to what you are doing. Yeah.
Okay. So, and any advice for, let's say, the farmers who are also thinking outside the box?
You have to think outside the box. You don't think outside the box. You spend money on food. You can't look at the fish going hungry and eating themselves. So you have to think outside the box. How to sell your stuff, because it's important. People will always want to cheat you. Sometimes they even make money more than the one farmer. Oh yeah,
and it's true, because if you look at this point and kill joints, most of them they make a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like just like cocoa too.
Yeah,
they buy it cheap, they make a lot of money. So when you don't add value to your product, that's what people do to you. That's the truth.
Okay. I think we'll draw the curtains here. Okay. We'll look at the setup that he has. He has an interesting setup. I'm like the way you've done it, I don't know. It's nice, even though it's like it serves as a decoration purpose. It also serves like making business out of it. You get it? So it's nice.
So we even sold a lot of it for more. This is the last. If they go, we put in new ones.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we will end here. We will look at the second part of the video. Kindly hit on the button to subscribe, hit the notification on today. I believe drop a thumbs up onto the video. Catch you in the next one.